Oh, okay, I was trying to have a positive attitude going into this one. I've been so busy lately with homework and studying. I'm gonna have to go back and study right after I do this. So, yeah, this battle, right today, my brain's kind of scrambled, but I still ended up having this battle because it was gonna be the only time I could ever have this battle. Otherwise, I'd be kicked out of the tourney. I wish I could have done this beat later, but tourney's due on Wednesday, so it's due on what's Wednesday? 13th. So yeah, I had to have it today. Otherwise, yeah. The guy really wanted me to post, so I will do it. And here it is. And the only reason why I won this battle and lost it, well, I won it in a sense that I can go on in the tournament. Because he used 1 OU, 2 OU, 3 OU, 4 OU. And you're only allowed to use 3, so I ended up going on in the tournament. I lost because I ended up sending in this dumbass at the end. Sorry to ruin the surprise, but that's what happened. I sent him in at the end by accident, and that's just how I do things. So lead with him, you turn out, and things are looking okay from here, but they really weren't. Um, so of course I send in Lucas to kind of wall him. He yawns, and I'm thinking he's gonna U-turn, but I wasn't too sure. And so I go into Shaman because he's defensive wall, but it wasn't the best play I could have ever made. But it wouldn't do that much anyway. So now he goes into this asshole, and this thing gave me so much trouble. It actually didn't, but just wasted a bunch of time, and that's not what I wanted to happen. Right here he goes for sub, go for an aquajet. He torments me, and I'm like, oh, why? So here it comes, torment. Now I can only use that move once every second turn, so that's just awesomeness, right? So I focus punch because I knew he would sub again. So I was pretty okay with that. So now I should have went for an ice punch here because I was predicting a switch, but I went for an aquajet to be safe, or at least I'm gonna say that's what I did that for. So anyway, that's what happens. The switcheroo. I mean, not switcheroo. Trick. Ice punch. Because I kind of assumed that would come. And it almost kills him. But he ends up taking my life orb, so whatever he does now will kill me. And if I was thinking properly, I wouldn't have let Pacific die. I would have probably switched into Lugus, Gradilli, but I didn't. So there's another crucial mistake. Of course, that wasn't the biggest mistake. So now he sends in Chink, the Chinese. Wow, that's racist. Anyway, um, he turns off again, goes into Zapdos. I'm like, yeah, what's it gonna do? So I put Toxic before he switched. He's poisoned, and I decided to go. He's going for a Heat Wave, and I didn't know what else he had. I'm thinking maybe he had something hidden power, ground or something. But he didn't. And I just went for the Recover to scout, and it looked like it could stay in. So I stayed in, went for a Rock Slide. Sorry I sound so boring right now. My head's not in the game today, or it won't be tomorrow. I can't wait till I can post the battle while I'm gonna be in it. Okay, so he yawns this, and I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna get the fuck out. Because I toxic that thing too. But guess what? I switch out to Shaman here. And it turns out that thing has Heal Bell. I mean, I know I switched to Raikou here, and it turns out that thing has Heal Bell. And yeah, that's G. So, you know, calm mind once. He U-turns, and I end up going for a T-bolt, and it hits. No, do I go for a T-bolt? Oh no, this is too early in the battle. I switched fearing an earthquake, and it turns out that thing doesn't have earthquake. As seismic toss, toxic, something else, something else. Toxic shaman, so I'm not too worried because shaman is natural cure, and he switches into that heat ran. Ooh, it has leftovers. So yeah, I knew it was like a gay heat ran, and I knew right here I had to switch. So here's a big stall that's gonna happen. Okay, I'll let you see the first sequence, and then I'm gonna pause the video and resume it when this stall is over because it's gonna waste all the time. So here goes for a torment. So that means I can only use earthquake once every second turn. So all that's going to be is subbing and torment. So okay, so it's all that's going to be is subbing, waiting an extra turn, then me EQing, recovering, subbing, waiting an extra turn, EQing, recovering. He's going to use protect sometimes. It's just going to be like that. Then eventually, you'll see what happens eventually. I'll just let you watch the stall once. So here's the protect that he does. He hides behind the sub. Um, can't can't really do much about it. He lava plumes, and then I recover. That's basically all that happens. So it's just a real long, boring sequence. So I'm gonna pause it right here. Stop wasting time. Just resuming. He burnt me. Yay. Okay, so here we go. He kills me finally. And I did my job. I just got his sub away. Now I go for the close combat with Lucario. Okay. I'm glad I didn't predict a switch, because if I would have predicted a switch there, he would have fucked me. So it's not like it matters. I still made the bad misplay at the end, which lost me the game. So anyways, he brings in Zapdos. I bring in Raikou, and I don't know what he used. Um, I really don't know what he used. So now he switches out. I go for a Calm Mind. And now I'm pretty sure this thing doesn't have Earthquake after I didn't see him use it the first time. So now I go for Thunderbolt. And it does over half. And it looks like it's going to kill him after one more. So that's happy face for me. He Seismic tosses. And I get a Thunderbolt off, not a Thunderbolt. I get a Thunderbolt off. And he dies. So there we go. Registeel's gone. All he has left, he still has like 4 guys left, I think. Oh, 3. Yeah, Uxie, this piece of shit, and Uxie, this piece of shit, and Zapdos. So whatever. I let Raikou die. Going to Infernape to scare him away. I still went with the overheat, not anyways, because I had nothing to lose in doing so. I hit an Uxie, and that's good. So I'm trying to think what would have happened if I went for another overheat. It probably wouldn't have killed, so it's probably a good idea that I didn't. I switched into Shaman. That wasn't the best idea, but it's not like I had much options. But I still could have played around this, and if I didn't switch in frickin' Fernape, fuck. So if I didn't switch into Infernape, yeah, shit would have been different. He hits me, smacks me around with a U-turn. He switches back into Zapdos. I don't know what to do. Whatever. Just life going on, I guess. Fell asleep here. Switched out. Natural Cure wakes me up. Going to Ape. Takes a Thunderbolt, which I predicted a Heat Wave. That's too bad. So now my health's low. He switches into a Chink. I hit Power Ice. Shitty move. Yeah, I know. Don't have to rub it in. Going to Shaman. Get smacked by a U-turn. Smack. And then And oh, wait, he has to leave and then go into his piece of shit. And yep, bullet punches kills me. Excellent. So he goes into ape. I go into ape, I mean, and that's my mistake of the battle. But I still think it didn't matter. Never mind. If Shaman was still alive, it would have mattered. But it doesn't matter. Um, I went for a swords dance here because I really lost all hope. So I just I just let myself get owned for some reason. I don't know why I did that. I could have close combated Caesar, then maybe close combated Uxie, then died against Zapdos and made it 1-0, but instead I decided to be a fool and make it real. Peace.